n plus 8. X of n is equal to.
This call is now being recorded.
X of n is equal to minus of n plus 8 for n lies between, see that it's not equal to n less than minus 8 less than n less than minus 3. That means minus 8 and minus 3 is not included. And 6 for n is equal to minus 3 and is equal to minus 6 for n lies between minus 3 to 0 and is equal to n for n lies between minus 1 to 7 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. Okay. So when it is not equal to, less than or equal to is not included, less than or equal to is given, then that should be included. Now it is not included. This value and this value is not included. End values are not included. Right? So go for the sketching. What is that you said? Sketch y of n is equal to 3x of n by 2 plus 1. 3 times x of n by 2 plus 1. Okay, this is shifting is there, scaling is there, amplitude scale, time scaling as well as amplitude scaling is there. So I did in my notes, I did it this problem in sequence method. Here I'll do it in graphical method. Graphical method is better. Okay. So this signal starts from where? Minus 8, it's not into minus 7. Minus 7, what is the value? Minus 7 plus 8. Minus 7 plus 8 is 1. And 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Therefore, what you are going to get is starts from minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, right. So now it minus 8 is not included. Therefore, minus 7. Minus 7 plus 8 is 1. And 1 into minus is minus 1. So therefore, we will get as minus 1. And at minus 6 plus 8 is 2. 2 into minus is minus 2. At minus 5 plus 8 is 5 minus 5. Sorry. At minus 5, the value is minus 5 plus 8 is 3. Minus 3 you will get it. At minus 4 you will get minus 4. At minus 3, this is your minus 4 and this is your minus 3. At minus 3 you will get minus 5. At minus 2 you will get okay, right, minus 3, sorry, up to minus 2 only, sorry, minus 8 to minus 7 to minus 2 only. Minus 3 is not included. So therefore what you should take? Minus 3 value is here. Minus 3 value is 6. Minus 3 value is 6. And minus 2 value is minus 6. Because minus 3 only. Minus 3 is not included here. Minus 2 next. Minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 2 and minus 1 is also minus 6. And at 0 is not included, right? So 0 is not included. And minus 1, after minus 1, 0 is included here. 0, its value is 0. N is 0, no? Therefore, it is 0. N is equal to 1, its value is 1. At 2, its value is 2. 3, it's 3. 4, its value is 4. 5, its value is 5. 6, its value is 6. 7 is not included, therefore its value is 0 elsewhere. So including 7, the value is 0. So this is your original sequence, x of n. Now, so first you shift the signal, x of n plus 1. Shift left by 1 unit. Write the same thing by shifting left by 1 unit. Okay. Shifting left by 1 unit means what is that you are going to get? So it starts from minus 7, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, right. Starts. So what is that? Shifting left by 1 unit. Starts from -8. Then -8 you start, write on the same thing. -1, -2, -3, -4. And at -4 we have 6. And -3 you will get -6. -2 also -6. -1 0. At 0 we will have 1. Sorry, 0. This is 0. And at 0 we have 1. This value is at -1, value is 0. Okay, great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 6 you will get 5 because shifted left by 1 unit. No? So next one is scaling. X of n by 2 plus 1. N by 2 is equal to -8. Therefore, n is equal to -16. So I'll write it -16, -14, -12, minus 12, -10, -8, -6, -4, -2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, right. Now, what is that we have? Scaling n by 2. N by 2 is equal to -8. Therefore, n is equal to -16. So, at -16, we will have -1. At -16, we have -1. And at n by 2 is equal to -7. Therefore, n is equal to -14. -14, we have -2. And at n by 2 is equal to -6. Therefore, n is equal to -12. We have -3. N by 2 is equal to -5. Therefore, n is equal to -10. -10, we have the amplitude -4. And at n by 2 is equal to -4. N is equal to -8. -8 value is 6. N by 2 is equal to -3. N is equal to -6. -6 value is -6. N by 2 is equal to -2. Therefore, n is equal to -4. -4 also its value is -6. N by 2 is equal to 0. N by 2 is equal to -1. N is equal to -2. -2 value is 0. This value is 0. N by 2 is equal to 0. N is equal to 0. At 0 its value is 1. N by 2 is equal to 1. N is equal to 2. At 2 its value is 2. N by 2 is equal to 3. N is equal to 6. 6 its value is 4. N by 2 is equal to 2. N is equal to 4. At 4 its value is 3. N by 2 is equal to 3. N is equal to 6. 6 its value is 4. N by 2 is equal to 5. N is equal to 10. At 10 its value is 6. N by 2 is equal to 4. N is equal to 8. N is equal to 8. Its value is 5. Okay, right. So this is your x of n by 2 plus 1. Next. I can't write to the scale here. So, but the values I mentioned correctly, right? Now what is that? 3 times, he said. 3 times. Same thing you write it. 3x of n by 2 plus 1. So amplitude will be changing. That's it. So my start from -16, it will go up to 10. See, I'll write down -16, -14, -12, -10, -9, -8, -6, -4, -2, 0, 1, sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So up to 10, same values will be there, but only amplitude is changing. Positions will remain same, time positions will remain same. Minus 6 and it is multiplied by 3. Therefore, amplitude is minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. This value will be minus 3. Same thing you write, amplitude you change it minus 3. I can't write to the scale. And minus 2. Minus 2 into 3, minus 6. And minus 9. At minus 10, it is minus 12. Minus 8. So that is 18. Multiply by 3. At minus 6, minus 18. Minus 18. Minus 18. And at minus 2, it is 0. At 0, its value is 3. And next to 6. Next to 9. Next to 12. Next to 14. 15. Next to 18. Yeah, that's it. So this is the problem what we have seen. That is x of this we call it as y of n. This he has asked for 4 marks. Okay. It looks a little bit lengthy, but nothing the problem. 4 marks problem that we have seen in the exam, right? We can do it in sequence method. I did it in my notes. You can check it out. But I think that is confusing. This is better. Whichever the method you feel like easy, you do it. But I feel this graphical is better. But I did in my notes. I did it in sequence method. Here I did it in graphical method. You can use any of them. Okay, right. One more problem is there. So this is another examination problem. 9 problem. It is given like this. X of n is equal to 0, 0, 0. Arrow mark 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. Find x of n by 2, x of minus 2n plus 1. Okay, both of them we should find out. Okay, minus 2n plus 1. No? One more, x of minus 2n minus 1. So these three we need to find out. So this is better using sequence method. Okay, graphical method. In my notes, if you see, I did it in sequence method. You can check it out. But anyhow, this is I'll do it in graphical only. It is easy for you. At 0, its value is 1. Arrow mark indicates. So this is value. This value is 0. Okay. At arrow mark indicates the value of the function at 0. At 0, its value is 1. Next one is nothing but at 1. At 1, its value is 2. At 2, its value is 3. At 3, its value is 2. At 4, its value is 1. Okay, right. So that is your x of n. Next, x of n by 2. X of n by 2, we need to calculate. So very simple one. N by 2 is equal to 0. This is your n, no? Okay, n is equal to 0, n is equal to 1, all this. Now you substitute, you replace n by 2, so that we get x of n by 2. N by 2 is equal to 0, therefore n is equal to 0. At 0, its value remains same, 1. N by 2 is equal to 1, therefore n is equal to 2. At 2, its value is 2. N by 2 is equal to 2, n is equal to 4. 4, its value, this will be shifted to 4. 4, its value is 3. N by 2 is equal to 3, n is equal to 6. Sorry, n by 2 is equal to 3, n is equal to 6, correct. At 6, its value is 2. And n by 2 is equal to 4. Therefore, n is equal to 8. N is equal to 8, its value is 1. So this is your x of n by 2. Okay. Next. Next, we need to find out x of minus 2n plus 1. So first you find out x of n plus 1. This is the first one. Next one is second one. X of n plus 1. X of n plus 1 is what? Shift left by 1 unit. So starts from 0 will become minus 1. Minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. That's it. X of n plus 1. X of 2n plus 1. X of 2n plus 1. 2n plus. Shift to scale then. Okay. So shifting is after scaling, what will you get? 2n is equal to minus 1, n is equal to minus half. Therefore, this will disappear because you should get n as integer only. 2n is equal to 0, n is equal to 0. Yes, it's 0, its value is 2. 2n is equal to 1, n is equal to 1 by 2. It will disappear. 2n is equal to 2, n is equal to 1. At 1, its value is 2. 2n is equal to 3. Therefore, n is equal to 3 by 2 will disappear. That's it. This is x of 2n plus 1. Next is x of minus 2n plus 1. That is the question what he has asked. Minus 2n plus 1. So fold it. 0 will remain 0. At 0, its value is 2. At 1 will become minus 1. Minus 1, its value is 2. Third one. X of minus 2n minus 1 we need to calculate. Okay, first you find out x of n minus 1. Shift right by 1 unit. So original signal is changing from 0 to 4. So now what will happen? Shift right by 1 unit means what? It starts from this 0 will go to 1. So starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. This is your x of n minus 1. After that, after shifting scaling, x of 2n minus 1. Scaling. 2n is equal to 0, n is equal to 0. 2n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2n is equal to 1, n is equal to 1 by 2. That will disappear. 2n is equal to 2, n is equal to 1. At 1, the value is 2. 2n is equal to 3. Therefore, n is equal to 3 by 2. It will disappear. 2n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4 by 2 is 2. It's integer. That's value is 2. So 1 and 2 will have the value. Right. This is 0. That means if you, after scaling, you should get the n value as integer only. Otherwise, the value will be disappearing. Right. Next, x of minus 2n plus 1. Minus 2n minus 1. Sorry, minus 2n minus 1. Fold it about the origin. 0, minus 1, minus 2. So you will get the signal. 0 will remain, 1 will go to minus 2, minus 1, 2 will go to minus 2. Amplitude will be 2. That's it. So this is a 4 marks question in the examination. Okay. Now let us go for a very interesting problem which was repeated in many papers, around 3 or 4 times, 8 marks question. And the problem number 90. This is taken from your prescribed textbook Simon Haykin. Z of t. Z of t is equal, find Z of t. Find Z of t is equal to x of 2t into y of 2t plus 1 for x of t and y of t shown below. Okay. Now what he said is he has given two signals. Two signals he has given. Do the operations and then at the end you multiply it. So, okay, I'll take up x of n first. So it is like this. So this problem is taken from your prescribed textbook. This kind of problem is repeated around thrice in the examination. So this is your x of t. And next one, this is 0. Sorry, this is minus 1. This is 0, minus 1, minus 2. Minus 2, it starts. This is your y of t. And amplitude is 1, and this is minus 1. This is 2. Okay, right. So y of t is there, x of t is there. Now the question is find out x of 2t. First you find out x of 2t. I'll write it separately here. X of 2t. X of 2t is scale the x of t, and you will get x of 2t. What you should do? 2t is equal to minus 1. Therefore, t is equal to minus half. Here is continuous. No, it will exist. All the points. So therefore, this will exist at minus half. My left edge will be at minus half. So starts from minus half. And 2t is equal to 0. Therefore, t is equal to 0. So minus half to 0, you will have this kind. And next, 2t is equal to 1. Therefore, n is equal to t is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2, it will increase. So 1 by 2. And its value will be 1. And this is minus. And 2t is equal to 2. Therefore, n is equal to 2t is equal to 2. N is equal to 1. Sorry, oh, one half. This is 1. But 1, it will be like this. And 2t is equal to 3. Therefore, n is equal to 3 by 2. That is 3 1.5. 3 by 2. So this is your x of 2t. Now, okay, keep it aside. Now you go for y of t. Y of t, what is asking? Multiply x of 2t, multiply in the problem, multiply x of 2t with y of 2t plus 1. First you do the y of t plus 1. Here itself I'll do it. Y of t plus 1. Later after scaling I'll put it there. T plus 1 means shift left by 1 unit. Shift left by 1 unit means what? It starts from minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, like that. Okay, it will be like this. Rewrite it as it is. And that this is your x of, sorry, y of t plus 1. Now, I want y of 2t plus 1. So, y of 2t plus 1 has to be multiplied with x of 2t. Therefore, I'll write this y of 2t plus 1 below that only. Okay. So, my x of 2t is readily available here. What I'll do is, I'll write y of 2t plus 1, y of 2t plus 1 with aligned. Aligned means what? Zeroth value should below the zeroth value of x of 2t should be below the zeroth value of y of 2t plus 1. Like that, aligned. Because multiplication, when you want to do the multiplication, you have to multiply the corresponding values. Therefore, what you should do is write down below, what is that? Corresponding values, you should multiply it, right? So, scale it. So, this is minus 3. Its value is 1. At minus 2, it's okay. 2t is equal to minus 3. 2t is equal to minus 3. Therefore, t is equal to minus 3 by 2. It starts from minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2, where is it? This is your minus 1. Minus 2. Minus 3 by 2 somewhere here. Somewhere here, I'll write it like this. Next to 2t is equal to minus 2. Therefore, t is equal to minus 1. at minus 1. Its value is 2t is equal to minus 1. Therefore, t is equal to, so at this point it will come down. Next, 2t is equal to minus 1. Therefore, t is equal to minus half. At minus half, you will get like this at up to this point. 2t is equal to 0. Therefore, t is equal to 0. At 0, it will 2t is equal to 1. So after going, it's going to the top 0. This is minus of, and 2t is equal to 1. Therefore, t is equal to half. To half only we will get it. That's how we should get it. Okay. So it is 8 marks question. After this point, if you do it, almost you will get 6 marks. Okay. Then if you do multiplication, you may get full mark, or it may be 4 marks plus 4 marks for multiplication. Okay. Now you multiply it. Very interestingly here, 0 into something, this side it becomes 0. 0 into something, it will become 0. So therefore, actually common value is, see, if product to be exist, both should exist. If any one becomes 0, product will become 0. Therefore, this portion is 0 because here it is 0. This portion is 0 because it is here, it is 0. Therefore, only between minus of, the final signal will be only between minus of and plus of, centered at 0. Okay, right. Now, it's very interesting. Observe carefully. Some of the textbooks itself, they have done the problem wrong. So now they have corrected it. Okay. Just check it out. Minus 1. If anyone is reading old edition of some of the authors, you can identify that. Okay, anyhow. It is solved in all the books. It is solved in Uday Kumar, it is solved in Ganesh Rao. All local books, it is solved. Okay, right. Now, multiply it. Minus 1 into 0. 0. 0 into minus 1. 0. T into t. T square. T into t is t square. T square is parabola. Parabola may be either top side or it in the bottom side. Which side it will come? Go to the half of the way. This is minus half. This is plus minus half. Minus half into minus half is what? Plus 1 by 4. Therefore, it has to come to the top side. If at all, if this is this side, half into minus half means minus 1 by 4, then it would be in the bottom side. That's it. Next, 1 into something is something. Something is increasing now. So, therefore, you are going to get this one. And afterwards, it becomes 0. No? Therefore, it has to come back to 0. Don't stop there itself. So, that is your 1. And this is your x of 2t into y of 2t plus 1. Further, if you see 0, that's it. So, this is a 8 marks question in the examination. Okay. You should do carefully this kind of problem, right? So that's about the operation on signals. Go through the recent question papers. If you're finding it, any of the problems are difficult or any clarification you need, you can call me or contact me so that we can discuss the problem or how to do it, right? Now, we shall move on to the further topics like relation between elementary signals. Relation between elementary signals. Okay, right. So first one. First, I'll do it with discrete, and then I'll go to. This is a very, very important topic. These topics I'll be using it in control system as well. Third module, I think. Third module of control system. There also we use this concept. So first one, relation between discrete elementary signals. Discrete. In discrete, we have what is that? Relation elementary signals means what? Delta of n, u of n, r of n. Okay, right. SGN of n is not required. Okay, right. So relation between them, this and continuous means what? Delta of t, u of t, r of t. The relation between these three we need to find out, and these three we need to find out. So what is that? We can write it. So first one. Okay, what is delta? First, we define all of them. Delta of n is equal to delta of n is equal to 1 for n is equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. So at 0, its value is 1. U of n is equal to, its value is equal to 1 for n greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. So starting from 0 up to infinity at only at integer values, its value is 1, 0, 1, 2, so on. That is your U of n. Next, R of n is equal to, its value is equal to n for n greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0 elsewhere. So starting from 0 at 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So this is your uh, elementary signal. Now represent how to represent delta of n with the different elementary signals. So delta first one, delta of n in terms of u of n and r of n. Delta of n in terms of u of n and r of n. Okay, right. So first I'll write it delta of n is equal to, see this, if you want to in terms of u of n is ranging from where to where? 0 to infinity, 0, 1, 2, 3. In terms of u of n, I need to represent this, you called as u of n. But if you want delta of n, means only first element is required, other things are eliminated, therefore subtract that other elements are these things now, starting from 1 to 3. That means out of 0 to infinity, subtract from 1 to infinity, then we left out with only at 0. That is your delta of n now. So this, the signal which is starting from 0, starting from 1, is known as u of n minus 1. U of n minus 1. So therefore, these two subtracted, 1 minus 0, 1. So therefore, you will get it as this one. And 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus up to infinity. So this is your delta of n. Therefore, what is that you can understand from this? So delta of n is nothing but equal to u of n minus u of n minus 1. That's it. That is the relation between delta function and step function. Okay. Next, second one. Delta of n delta of n in terms of r of n. How to do it? Delta of n in terms of r of n. Okay, before going to that, see, leave it because for that we need one more relation. That's why I'll go for, next. I'll keep that one. Delta of n in terms of r of n. I'll do it later. Second one, u of n in terms of uh, delta of n and r of n. Okay, right. So what is that? You can write it. U of n is nothing but equal to what? U of n. This is the one, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to infinity. Okay, delta of n is only this much, 0. Okay, now what you should do? Add all the values. See, first one is this element. I can call it as delta of n now. So therefore, u of n is nothing but equal to first element is delta of n. Element by element. Second element is what? This one is shift right by an amount equal to 1 unit. If you shift right by the amount equal to 1 unit, what do you get? Delta of n minus 1. N minus 1 is shift right. Okay, add it. So shift right. So shift right like this. Shift, this one is nothing but shift right by 2 units. This one is nothing but shift right. So adding these delta functions, you can get this one, right? This is 1, 2, 3. So this is your delta of n, delta of n minus 1, delta of n minus 2, delta of n minus 3, plus so on, like this you will have. So therefore, u of n is nothing but delta of n plus delta of n minus 1 plus delta of n minus 2 plus delta of n minus 3 plus so on, you will get it. Therefore, u of n is equal to, okay, right. Instead of writing, so up to infinity you should add now. So therefore, what I will do is adding all of them is nothing but summation, you can write it. And 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, it should vary, I'll allow some parameter k. Varies from 0 to infinity. Delta of n minus k, you can write it. Give the value, k is equal to 0, delta of n, plus summation is there, plus k is equal to 1, delta of n minus 1, k is equal to 2, delta of n minus 2, k is equal to 3, delta of n. That's it. That's how we should write u of n in terms of delta of n. Next, u of n in terms of r of n. So this is the first one. Second one, u of n in terms of r of n. U of n in terms of r of n. U of n in terms of r of n means what you should do? First, you write down u of n. U of n will be something like this, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. In terms of r of n, if you want to write it, r of n, you write it first. R of n is from where to where? 0, at 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, it's 4. This R of n. Okay, right. Now, what you should do? So element by element, you check it. So its value is this is 2. Okay, this 1, 2, 3, it's 4. Okay, 0 its value is, but I want 1 now. So at 0 its value is 1 means first you take this one here. Let me see. Okay, right. This is nothing but shift left by 1 unit. R of n plus 1. Shift left by 1 unit. It will be like this. 1. Its value is 1. At 0 its value is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. This is R of n plus 1. Now, out of this one, we'll have to subtract to get this one. What is that we should subtract? We don't know. Just I'll subtract to get that value. And what is that function? Later on, we can think it of. Okay, right. Now you see that 1 minus something we should subtract so that you will get u of n. 1 minus 0. At 0 I will get 0. So therefore, this will be 1. So I'll subtract this value. Okay, right. If you want to get, okay, now it's not like that. From here to here, you should do it. So here to here, you do it. Now, what you should do? 0. 1 minus 0, 1. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 minus 0 is 1. Here itself, you can write it. Okay, right. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 3 minus 2 is 1. And next, if you go, here it will be 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. So therefore, u of n is nothing but equal to, u of n is nothing but equal to, u of n is nothing but equal to r of n plus 1 minus r of n. So if you subtract this one from this one, you will get the u of n. Right? Subtract this one to this, then you will get this. Right? So therefore, u of n is equal. So we got u of n represented in terms of delta of n as well as r of n. Now use this relation now. That is the reason why I left out this one. Now what is it? Delta of n is equal to what? Delta of n is equal to u of n minus u of n minus 1. Mathematically, we can do it. What is u of n? U of n in terms of u of n, r plus 1 minus r of n. R of n plus 1 minus r of n minus, what is u of n minus 1 in terms of r of n? U of n minus, see, u of n is this one. U of n minus 1 means what? Replace n by n minus 1. Therefore, what will you get? R of n minus 1 plus 1. What will you get? R of n, you will get it. Minus of R of n. Next, U of n plus 1 means replace n by n minus 1, I said now. Okay, now what will you get? Minus R of n minus 1. Minus R of n minus 1. Okay, which is nothing but equal to R of n plus 1 minus R of n minus R of n minus 2 R of n and minus into minus plus R of n minus 1. That's it. That is your delta of n. This you can individually, all of them, you sketch it and add them all depending upon the sign. So you will get the origin. If you want, you can verify that also. Okay, right. Now we go for the last one, third one. R of n, sorry, third one. R of n in terms of R of n in terms of delta of n and U of n. Delta of n and U of n. So how to do this? Okay, R of n, you know, R of n is nothing but what? Like this. Okay, this is 0. 0, its value is 0. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, because R of n is equal to what? N for n greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0. At 0, its value is 0. Okay, this is your R of n. So what is that you want? In terms of delta of n, you should write it. R of n is equal to. This is your what? Delta of n. What is that? Sorry, this is 0. This is delta of n minus 1. Delta of n minus 1 plus. What is this one? Delta of n minus 2. Delta of n minus 2. Because at 2, no, delta function shifted right by 1 unit, you will get this. Shifted right by this one, you will get this function. But amplitude is 2. Multiply by 2. Delta of n shifted right by an amount equal to 3 units. Delta of n minus 3. Amplitude is multiplied by 3 plus delta function shifted right by an amount equal to 4 units. So delta of n minus 4. So because delta of n is what? At 0, its value is 1. This is your delta of n. So this function is shifted to different values, different positions. So therefore, R of n is equal to what? Summation. K varies from 1 to infinity because they start from 1. Delta of n minus k. At 0, its value is 0, 1, its value is 1, 2, its value is 2. Therefore, k you multiply it. So put k is equal to 1, check it. K is equal to 1, delta of n minus 1 into 1. So therefore, we will get this. Put k is equal to 2, 2 into delta of n minus 2. Put k is equal to 3, 3 into delta of n minus 6. So that is correct. So this is the first one. Second one, what we have? Delta R of n in terms of U of n. R of n in terms of U of n. Okay, right? R of n is like this: 0, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So R of n. U of n is like this: 1, 2, 3. So on. 1, 1, 1, 1. This is your U of n. Okay, right. Same thing is there, right? R of n in terms of U of n. At 0, its value is 1. At 1, its value should become 2. That means 1. Okay, sorry. To 0, its value should become 0. 1, its value should become 1. 2, its value should become 2. That means the amplitude should be, see here in U of n, it is constant. But in R of n, it is increasing. So therefore, 0, it's 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. That means whatever the value of n is there, that much amplitude you will have. Therefore, what you should do? R of n can be written as, what is that we have? Whatever the n is there, that amplitude is there. If 0 is there, amplitude becomes 0. Therefore, it is 0. When the amplitude value, n value is 1, it will become 1. N value is 2, it become 2. N value is 3, it become 3. Therefore, R of n is equal to n into U of n. That means just you multiply it. So that will decide the amplitude. So therefore, when the U of in the U of n, it is constant. In the R of n, it is increasing. Therefore, it is multiple and increasing in such a fashion that whatever the value of time is there, that one value it will take it. So therefore it is taking like this. R of n is equal to n into u. That's how we should relate. So we did all of them, right? Delta of n in terms of u of n and r of n we did it. U of n in terms of delta of n and r of n we did it. Next r of n in terms of delta of n and u of n we did it. Okay, that's how we should do it. So now go for continuous elementary signals, continuous time. Okay, right. Delta of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 and is equal to 0 else. So at t is equal to 0, its value is 1. U of t, its value is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, 0 elsewhere. Starting from 0 up to infinity, its value is 1. R of t is equal to, its value is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0, is equal to 0 elsewhere. Starting from 0, its value is t, like this. So this is t, this is 1. See this? When you see this one, what is that you can observe? All of them are starts from 0 and this will be ending at 0 itself. So this constant is increasing. So differentiation of, if you see this, differentiation of t is 1. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Increase will remain same. Therefore, differentiation of r of t will get you u of t and differentiation of u of t will get you delta of t. Are you getting my point? So differentiation of t is 1, therefore it become constant. Therefore, r of t, if you take it, differentiate it, d by dt, then you will get u of t. 1 minute. Differentiate this one, d by dt. Differential of constant is 0. This will become 0. This constant portion, increased portion will remains as it is. That will become delta of t. Similarly, differentiation of 0 is constant. Sorry, integration of 0 is constant. So therefore, this side, integrate it, you will get u of t. Once again integrate it, you will get r of t because integration of 1 is t. So delta of t. That's how it will be. So this is the very important relation between the elementary signals and continuous time signal. Differentiation of a ramp is a step. Differentiation of step is a delta function. And similarly, integration of delta of t is u of t. Integration of u of t is r of t. Okay, that's how we should have the relation between elementary signals, right? Now let us move on to some problems. So one examination problem we have seen, few of the examination problems. Before going to the examination problem, we shall have some practice problems. Then we shall move on to examination problem. Okay, right? One problem I'll do it. I have only time for that. So problem number this is 91, 92. Sketch and sketch the derivative of the signal. Okay, it's not. Sketch the derivative of the signal x of t is equal to u of t minus u of t minus 2. Sketch the derivative, not the signal. Sketch the derivative. In some of the examination problem, I have seen that sketch the signal and its derivatives. Both you should ask. Okay, no problem, we can sketch both of them. Sketch the derivative of the signal, you said. First you sketch this one, u of t. So both method you should do it. Okay, do u of t minus u of t minus 2. How will do? I'll do both graphical as well as formula method. So it is one, you can cross verify that. We all know that differentiation of u of t is what? Delta of t. Differentiation of u of t minus 2 is what? Delta of t minus 2. That's it. Minus 1. Okay, right. I'll sketch it here. This is the final answer what he is expecting. At t is equal to 0, its value is 1. And at 2, its value is minus 1. T minus 2, its value is minus 1. That's why we are getting. So this is the answer. Sketch the derivative. Derivative of this u of t is delta of t. U of t minus 2 is delta of t minus 2. Because we know that differentiation of u of t is what? Delta of t. Based on this relation only I written this. Okay, right. Now I'll sketch and check it out. U of t means what? So how to sketch the signal? So easy technique I gave it. So what is that we have? U of t means what? Up by 1 unit. At 0, it's going up by 1 unit. And at 2, it's fall by 1 unit. That's how we should understand. It's easy to sketch the signal. Okay. So now what you should do? Okay. So this is one sketching problem. I'll do it still. If any confusion is there in the sketching of the signal, u of t means what? Starting from 0 up to infinity, its value is 1. And u of t minus 2 means what? Starting from 2 up to infinity, its value is 1. Out of 0 to infinity, if you subtract from 2 to infinity, we left out with 0 to 2. For the time being, you understand this. I'll give the shortcut to remember this kind of problem, to do this. And very easy way, I'll do this kind of problems, right? I'll give it this idea in the next class. Anyhow, for the time being, u of t is starting from 0 to infinity, and u of t minus 2 is 2 to infinity. Out of 0 to infinity, subtract 2 to infinity. Then we left out with 0 to 2. Very simple. Differentiate. Now you differentiate this one. Differential of constant is what? 0 you will get it. See that? This is constant. Differential of constant is 0 you will get it. 0 up by 1 unit. 2 fall by 1 unit. So therefore it is falling by 1 unit, minus 1, and 0 up by 1 unit. That's it. That is your derivative of signal dx of t divided by dt, we can call it. Okay. Anyhow, I'll continue in the next class. Okay, thank you.